We have reached episode 7 of Hope Within the Mango Trees. My name's Nikhat Khatun. Every child passing through Future Hope has an incredible story, which often starts in deprived locations or exposed situations. Perhaps a station platform in the dead of night, or a mud hut shelter deep in the city slums. In this episode, we join former students as they return to places they used to call home. It's emotional going back here. These homes are not pretty. They can remind us of some dark times, but they helped shape us as human beings, and they reflect our ongoing journeys. Journeys which changed course thanks to Future Hope.
I have a very difficult and hard childhood. Whatever I got today, I always say, Future Hope, not only me, there's thousands of kids' life has been changed.
With Tim Grandage at the wheel, we are winding carefully to an area called Park Circus. I love Kolkata, but some of the driving leaves a lot to be desired. This is one of the city's most crowded slums with an active railway line running straight through the middle.
So my name is Ruksar. We are going to our first house. It's in Park Circus.
We are traveling with sister and brother Ruksar and Ramzan.
So I'm with my brother Ramzan. How are you?
I'm good. Excited.
Half of their lives have been at Future Hope. Before that, they were here.
We will see the slum I was living in.
Basically, we are going in a place where we used to stay, like basically our lifestyle before coming to Future.
Do you still know many people down there?
Yes, I often come here and speak to them.
What are they mainly doing? Girls of your age.
Recently one got married. Yeah, 2 days ago.
And how old was
She's
she?
just 16. I told her not to and she's like, I can't help it. My family, they want me to go. So I have to marry. Even I can't help. She's just 16.
Yes, come.
Come on, Adam, we're going out that side. So let's go. Let's go.
So Park Circus is a very big place.
The train comes up and down, and it's a bit risky place also because they sometimes do get accident.
How would you describe these homes? What are they made of?
They're basically made of bamboo and mud. So we need to move aside. The train is coming.
Train is coming.
Come.
We should shift so that it doesn't
So this is
hit
very
us.
risky and very dangerous.
Come here, come this way, come this way.
Daddy jabe.
This side. Yeah, it is very dangerous also. Sometimes we used to get in this kind of situation and we used to run. There's a situation where we have to deal according to the time also.
How often do the trains come down here?
After every 10 minutes.
Every 10 minutes?
Yes.
And there's children everywhere.
Yes. Like they don't have that knowledge what to do. To be honest, coming here makes me feel happy and makes me feel that whatever the opportunity I'm getting is like I'm very privileged. That girl, I speak with them, I sit with them, eat with them and share their problems. So it makes me happy coming here. I don't feel that they are different from me. Once upon a time I was here in their place and now I am here. It is a game that they are playing which is called Ghost Tola. So they have 8 stones over there. If each one gets their turn, so they goes and they pick up and come. So if you get the luck to get that and come to your court without her touching you, then you get 1 score.
We used to play here many games like catching up others.
So we used to have race with the train. Yeah, we used to bet whoever reaches first from here to that bridge without that train crossing us, we used to pay money to that person.
Yeah, I used to climb trees over there. We used to get the fruits because as we know that we are so financially weak, so that is why we cannot afford to buy a fruit in every season. But I used to feel like skipping, but I used to think of my family also. Each person of the family has their own responsibilities to fulfill. If we escape, where we will go? So that is why we stay here and we used to feel safe. So let's go where we used to stay.
Yes, please come.
We have to go under the shelters so that we can't hurt ourselves. And this is our old house where we used to stay. It's a like 6x4 house. We used
Smaller
to
than that.
we used to stay here.
Door can open. If you see, the bed is very small. So me, my brother, we used to sleep on the bed, and my mother and father used to sleep downstairs.
So downstairs is the floor.
This is the floor, yes. Under the bed, we have our kitchen. When it was monsoon time, we could not sleep because if you see, it is made of plastic and bamboo, and water used to come from everywhere. So we used to sit with buckets and utensils to cover our bed so that don't get wet.
How long did you live here for?
I was here for 10 years
From birth.
from birth.
We used to sit and we used to just talk and listen. Early there was like radio.
Yeah, our father
used to
got a
stay-
radio, so we used to play radio and sit here. One day my father was crying very badly. So we asked him what is the matter, and he told us that he is not having a sufficient money.
Basically, my father used to go to Howrah Station from here. He used to take early morning train, like
4:30.
4:30 train, and used to go to Howrah for his work.
The labor work.
labor work.
All the heavy things he used to carry on his head, drop it to their place, and then again get back to Howrah Station. Again, he looks for a new passenger who has a heavy load. So he did that work, and the earning was not so good. So he was feeling bad that he could not feed us, and we were having these house issues. So he was speaking to us, like putting us in a hostel where our life will be secure and we will have a good shelter to stay. We will get food and all, and most importantly, we will get education. And then we told him, I was very happy because being a girl staying here is very difficult, honestly. So I was very happy. I told him on like straightforward. I told him I'll be very happy. Put me.
And you were how old at this point?
I was 8. So we took 2 years to get him in contact.
Yes, she's our mother.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Very nice to meet you.
Mama ke
Basically,
dekhte.
she's coming from hospital.
Our uncle met with an accident by rail. He is in hospital in Chittaranjan hospital. So she went to meet him. He is in a bad condition now. Somebody pushed him out of the train, and from running train he just fall. So he had a lot of injuries: back injury, leg injury, shoulder.
So this is how the lifestyle here runs every day. They all face this problem and face the accidents.
So where does your mother live now?
My mother is living at Canning in a village with my father. She lives there.
Could you just, sorry, this will be difficult for you, I think, but could you just ask her, are you proud of me? Are you proud of what has happened in your life?
স্যার জিজ্ঞেস করছে যে তুমি কি আমরা যা করছি আমরা যেখানে আজকে আছি তুমি কি খুশি?
হ্যাঁ আমি খুশি আমার বাচ্চা
She said that all parents want their kids to be independent, happy, get education, and we got all of that, and we are almost independent. So she is very grateful and happy.
আমার জন্য এতটা অনেক যথেষ্ট থ্যাংক ইউ
Thank you.
I'm very emotional at the moment. Seeing my mother, I'm even more emotional. From childhood only, I always dreamt of having an education, living my own life independently. So when I was here, I always had this dream to be a teacher. And still I have that. So you could see where I was and where I am now. And I just want to give a better life to my mother and father. I am always grateful towards Future Hope.
What an incredible story told by sister and brother Ruksar and Ramzan. It's exactly why Future Hope was founded by Mr. Tim Grundage.
No, it makes me very humble. But the great thing is that Ruksar and Ramzan have taken their chance, and they will actually not only be able to change their children's destiny, but they'll also be able to help their parents once they start to work. They'll change their destiny as well. And once that happens, you get the ripple effect with many people being helped. And I hope that they will think about the people here, and then we can start something.
That is our also target when we stand in our life, like what we want to become. We also want to help people like us who is very financially weak. We should break this chain of poverty.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Should we head on that? Yeah, thank you.
As we leave Park Circus, we leave the past behind and look towards bright futures.
Yeah, we both in college. My sister is doing psychology.
Like after doing BSc psychology, I can do B.Ed and then take a course of something and then get into a teaching line.
So it's been more than 10 years in staying at Future Hope. And now I'm doing college, Subhash Bose Institute of Hotel Management. And in there, I'm doing this course of culinary science. And I want to become a chef. I know it's a bit tough, but I have to do it. If I want to achieve something, I have to do this. I'm doing good now, and I want to do better in future.
Just imagine that. 10 years in that hut made of mud and plastic, as close to the railway line as you can imagine. Now, a budding teacher and a budding chef. Evidence of the poverty cycle being broken here in Kolkata. Now, remember that sports coach we met in the last episode? Sanjay Patro, one of the very first Future Hope boys, went on to play rugby for India. He's coached and refereed around the world. He's agreed to return to Howrah Station, where he first met Tim more than 30 years ago. Howrah, one of the busiest railway stations in the world, the largest in India. Sanjay and Tim are on their way.
This is the new station. This goes to all places south. It goes to Madras, it goes to Bangalore. This is the largest
Here,
station.
everybody's
Goes on
heard
for
about
miles.
Platform 14, the sanctuary for the homeless stretched for over half a mile.
So, Sanjay, this is rather fun. We're now back on Howrah Station, where we first met back in 1991, I think,
Yeah,
when you were a little boy. How old were you then?
4, 5 years old.
I think you may be about six or
Yeah,
seven.
like that. So it used to be from platform number 1 to 14. And now they have been grown from the 14 to 23. This is the Howrah Station. I will tell you a secret of living in a Howrah Station. At 2:30 at night, you got to be awake. Otherwise, you will get wet from the people who watch the station. They will come at 2:30 at night, they watch the station. It doesn't matter who you are, they will make you wait. It can be 7-10 degrees in winters, you will be shivering. So we used to go to early bed and then get up at 2 o'clock because let them clean up the station, then again we used to go to bed. And this is the things, you're sleeping like that and we got used to those things. I think that's the place. I think I was sleeping there. It is on December 9, 1991. And a foreigner came and wake me up at 3 o'clock at night, asking me to go to his house and stay and get education and also. First I refused him. First I said no. Again he came back around 4:30 a.m. So he again wake me up. He said, "Are you still wants to go to my house?" I was thinking, because I saw him with his green gypsy. I'm missing my friend. I know this. They're all gone, missing. So then he told me that I have your friend. You come, you will see your friend. So I jumped with him.
What does it feel like being back here 30 years later or 32 years later?
I mean, life is funny. I can't see any street children here anymore. Where my time, there used to be hundreds of street children lying there. It's somewhere here I used to stay.
What did you have to sleep on?
Nothing else. Sleep on the floor. I mean, we used to pick up the paper bottles. We used to have a sack and we used to sleep on this. Nothing.
I remember I was very young and I was very emotional and I was desperate to get these children off the streets. And I saw this tiny child fast asleep on the station. And I thought, well, I've got to get him off. So we found this little chap and it took a huge amount of time to get him off the station. As he said, he lost all his friends.
Yes.
And we got him into the green Jeep, sat him in the back and drove like the hammers of hell back to our flat.
And it took you to clean me 3 hours. It took you to 3 hours to clean so much dirt I have. There's some like a, what do you call, rabies or something? There's a scabies on my head and everywhere. Very happy, got food and everything. But I don't want somebody tell me to study, somebody tell me to eat, somebody tell me to take a seat. I want my way because I have done that for 3-4 years in the street. I'm getting everything, but I'm not getting my freedoms because I was wild on the street. So it take me 2-3 years to settle. I should run away. I should come and sleep here. So I did that 30-40 times.
I'd come down after he'd run off. Either we were out playing sport or something like that, and he'd run away, as did many of them in those days. I always knew the fascinating thing was they would always go back to the same place where you picked them up. And Sanjay came always back here. And the first 3 or 4 times it's simple. I'd wait until 3 o'clock in the morning till he was fast asleep, come down, gather him up and get him back here. And
I used to always think that I am a clever than uncle. I will not sleep. And he used to come at 4 o'clock. He give up that he will not come. Then I realized that I'm getting a very good opportunity.
I think you have the record for the amount of times that you ran away.
Most guy to run away.
It was about 26 times.
26, 27.
I was so fed up with getting up at 4 in the morning and come down to collect him. I decided to use reverse psychology. And so I didn't go down and collect him. And he was waiting for me to come down to collect him. And I didn't come down.
The mail train used to come. We used to jump in the train. Whatever the people's left behind, plastic bottles, newspapers, their bags, whatever left down, we used to take. We go out, we sell them. First thing after selling, we go to watch the movie. And then we come back and there is some people who used to sell rice. So what we used to do when we get more money, we used to go and give it to the guy who sell everyday food. He said, listen, we might not have a food for a month. I had now 10 rupees. You keep the 10 rupees. So for a week, I can eat my food. Because if we sleep with the money, next morning, money is gone. Somebody steal from our pocket. So better to go and give it to the people who sell the food every day, those food for the very poor people. And I thought I am very clever. I went to the railway truck and keep the money within the plastic and under the railway truck. What happened next morning, the rat has been taken, the money. So that's true story. I used to be very skinny. He picked me up around 18, 19 kgs, uncle?
Yeah, you were tiny. Absolutely tiny. Very fast runner.
Yeah. Scrum half, I changed and played 15 years scrum half. Played for India, played for juniors India, seniors India, coach India in Commonwealth and coach Bengal and traveled around the world, especially like Uganda, Zambia, Nairobi, and also the place like been to England, Australia, New Zealand. I was there for 6 months, traveled around the world. So I got the all experience and I have 2 kids. I have a good wife. I have a family, everything. And all this, I always said, because of this man, Tim Grandes, if he never picked me up, I should have died or I became a drug addict. But because of this man, it's not only me, there's thousands of people who changed his life. Thank you. That's it.
How do you find that, reminiscing with Sanjay?
Oh, it's my heart swells with pride when I see where he's come from and how far he's gone. It's great fun. This is the area that I absolutely love, the sharp end of the work that we do, but it's probably the most rewarding, because if you manage to get a child off the street and they turn good, as Sanjay has done, there's nothing better. So, Sanjay, do you want to come to us, or do you want to...
I can drop you. I'll talk about it. Come on, please, don't be old. I know, I'm just pushing you. Don't be old man.
Sanjay's off home. Tim should be ready for bed too. That always means he's going out. Somewhere new. One more place to experience in Kolkata tonight. The market which never sleeps. Trucks arrive from the farms. Fruit and vegetables carried high on workers' heads. Inside, food is stacked in bags and on crates. It's a remarkable scene.
I love this market. It's such a chaotic, beautiful place with wonderfully fresh fruits and everybody buzzing in directions, and they're all on the wrong side of the road. Going to just about get hit by this lorry coming past them. 12:46. They're going to be all night here. Thousands and thousands of people. Kolkata is an incredibly friendly city. People from all different communities, all different backgrounds. You rip a smile out of somebody, you'll always have... people always see the happy side of things, the fun side of things. But if you smile at people, you get wonderful smiles back. And everybody's very friendly. Sums up Kolkata to me, absolutely. Deliciously fresh, beautiful vegetables. There's the okra, there's the wonderful aubergine, and the bitter gourd. They call it the karela. It makes a delicious taste if you fry it, and very good for your blood pressure. And we're going to take the next left down here. This is one of our old boys who runs his own restaurant here. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine.
Anil, who were the first two children at Future Hope?
Myself and Mintu, and then slowly we grow with a lot of friends. We used to have Mahabir, we used to have Raj Singh, Muhammad Ali, and then we used to have Taruk Naskar. I was like sleeping and all somewhere, and then somebody used to like wake me up. Uncle Tim was there, and he said, why don't you just come, if you like to come and have some time with us. And then that's the beginning of my life.
Because before that, you didn't know where you came from, you didn't know your name?
No, I can't remember myself.
You don't remember who your parents were or anything?
No, I don't. Absolutely, I don't.
You've produced a wonderfully beautiful family. Tell us about your family.
Today I have two children, and they're really, I'm blessed that I have two children along with me. And they're grown up. My daughter is 12 years and my son is 9 years. And they're studying in a good school. I'm really happy with the way I'm living now. I used to feel like, it's a nightmare, whatever had it. So if I think about that where I've been and where I'm today, it's like, how can I explain it? Without Future Hope can be a life like this.
What opportunities were there before you went to Future Hope?
I didn't have any opportunities. I have a hungry and weak, sick child on the street. It is always like I feel like I've been blessed. A person like me, I didn't have anybody. I don't know who I am actually. But today I can say my name is Anil, and I have my children, I have my family. It's him only that bring me this world. And it's not me. It's every child in Future Hope that when sees his face, something is there, some miracle type of smell or miracle type of things are like touching you. And he was like father. It's nothing has changed. And I never feel like that I don't have anybody in my life of my own. So even today also, if I feel sad or if I feel bad, I feel like talking to him for 2 minutes or half an hour. I feel again that re-energetic for myself.
He changed your life?
Absolutely.
Did he save your life?
Yes, absolutely. There is no question about that.
We've been talking too much, so I think we better disappear off. But,
Please do.
see you soon.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
What an amazing reunion with one of the first children at Future Hope, Anil Roy Datta. I must try his Momos sometime soon.
This is where you have your breakfast. Onek din.
অনেক দিন পর দেখছি আপনাকে You can say in Bengali and Hindi you know very well.
I know a little bit.
Which years is right now you are
I came here in 1987.
1987.
36
My
years.
born is 1982.
So you were a little boy then?
Yes, I'm little boy then.
Welcome. Nice to see you. Good. How much are you pitching?
Tim grounded in his element once again on the streets of Kolkata. Next time.
I'd love to start Future Hope somewhere else. To do it all over again, I think would be very exciting.
We've been very lucky to have this man and changes the life.
He started Future Hope in 1987. The man we call Tim Uncle. A full profile in episode 8. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate and review wherever you get your podcasts. It really makes a big difference. My name's Nikhat Khatun. Thanks for listening.